If when you go to trot, you have to like kick, 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 and your horse's head comes flying up in the air and they're not really responsive to the walk-trot transition, that's going to be problematic because when you ask for the canter, your horse probably isn't going to listen. Hello everyone, in this video we are covering 5 exercises that you should master before cantering. So this is a great video for you, and there's also a PDF that you can download to follow along and score yourself on each of these exercises. But this is great for you if you're not cantering yet, but you'd like to. So if you're feeling like a little nervous or apprehensive and you really want to make sure that your first canter is successful and that you stay safe, this video is also great for you if you feel like you're going along and everything's going well until you canter. And then all of a sudden your horse gets tense and stiff and throws their head up in the air. So for each of these exercises, I want you to try them with your horse and then give yourself a score from 0 to 5. 0 being the lowest, like you cannot do the exercise, you've never done the exercise before. 5 being the highest, like you can do the exercise perfectly. So every single one of these exercises is going to set you up for success with your canter. And one thing that I found is the better your preparation and the better your trot work, the more successful that you will be when it comes time for cantering. Exercise number 1 is Trot-Walk-Trot Transitions. So go ahead and just find a nice circle, and then you're going to test closing your calf and make a transition up to the trot. Of course, Mercurio is the perfect angel. So notice how that transition was super smooth, and my aid for the trot transition was invisible. You didn't see me kicking or tapping or clucking. He just went to the trot from my calf. Now for the trot walk, I'm going to pull my tummy in. I'm going to push him a little off the inside leg. He brought his head a little bit up there, so he came a little above the bit. But let me practice again. So close your leg, transition up to the trot. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. He stayed nicely round. He's staying on the circle line. And then for the downward transition, off the inside leg into the outside rein. So Mercurio is going to get a 5 on his Trot-Walk-Trot transitions. If when you go to trot, you have to like kick, 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 and your horse's head comes flying up in the air and they're not really responsive to the walk-trot transition, that's going to be problematic because when you ask for the canter, your horse probably isn't going to listen. And then for the trot walk, you really want your horse listening to your seat, so that's going to be helpful for being able to stop your horse after the canter. So that's the first exercise. Go ahead, print out the PDF, and then you're going to give yourself a score between 0 and 5. Mercurio is going to get a 5. Now the second exercise is an exercise to help you with turning, because a lot of riders I see, when they go into the canter, they can't turn their horse. So what I want you to do is I want you to ride like about a 12-meter circle and make sure that you can turn your horse, that your horse bends, and that your horse maintains the same speed. So obviously I don't have a dressage cord up, so I'm just kind of estimating, but basically make sure that you can ride a small circle and that your horse, notice how easily Mercurio is turning. I can give my inside rein. It's basically just if I turn and look, he's turning there. And then test that you can do these small circles in both directions. So the turnability is super important for cantering, but these small circles are also going to help you to develop bend. Because remember, in the canter, there's a left lead and there's a right lead canter. So the more evenly that your horse can bend in their body, the more likely you are to get the correct lead. And a lot of horses have trouble with right lead canter. So make sure when you're doing these circles that you can see your horse's inside eyelash and that your horse is bending from the poll to the tail. So Mercurio did pretty good on that exercise. I think I'd give him another 5. Then the next exercise, which is really going to help you out if you're a little afraid of cantering, because cantering, the speed of it can be quite intimidating. And so this exercise is just going to be trotting fast as preparation to canter. If, let's say, like you're really used to trotting very slow and controlled like this, it's going to be a big jump to go up to the canter, because all of a sudden your horse is going to be going a lot faster. And many horses and riders get scared of the speed. So what I want you to do is I want you to just start off in like your comfortable trot, and then you're going to start trotting faster. Maybe go in rising trot and just speed your horse up and say, come on, let's trot faster, faster, faster. And then you'll feel your horse get a little tense and kind of put their head up maybe a little, if I like ask him to put his head up. And then what you'll do is you'll work on relaxing your horse, but keep trotting fast, and see how fast you can trot. See if you can trot your horse. You can see he's like getting a little more wound up, and I'm like, no, bend, keep your head down. See if you can trot your horse as fast as they're gonna canter. Good boy. And this is gonna help for you not to get so worried about the speed, and also for your horse to get a little more used to it. And then I might, okay, go back to my slower trot and just take some deep breaths and relax. Good boy. And then let's go back to the faster trot again. Remember to breathe, keep your hands down, speed your horse up incrementally. So think about going 1 mile an hour faster, and then relaxing yourself and your horse, and then go 2 miles an hour faster and relaxing you and your horse. Good boy. And then often what I do, if I'm on, I'll actually show you here, but if I'm on a young horse, is that I'll just think of trotting faster into the canter. Now, of course, you're saying, well, my horse shouldn't run into the canter. Yeah, absolutely, that's true. But if you've never cantered before, or if your horse is kind of new to cantering, sometimes just going faster, 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 relax, faster, 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 and then you kind of just feel the moment where your horse would tip into the canter. So I'm just trotting, 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 trotting. There, good boy. So that can be really helpful, so it's not such a big deal going into the canter. Good boy. Okay, so that's your third exercise. Give yourself a score from 0 to 5. Next exercise is posting trot, sitting trot, posting trot. You're going to be alternating posting, sitting, without your horse losing the rhythm like Mercurio's doing, posting. This is a test of your rider position in your independent seat, being able to sit the trot, keep your hands down, keep your center of gravity low. Plus, sitting trot is the setup for the canter transition. So you want to be able to sit the trot before asking your horse to canter, because that enables you to give the aid in the correct timing. So again, practice some alternating, posting, sitting. Really pay attention that your horse doesn't speed up or slow down when you go to the sitting trot, and then give yourself a score from 0 to 5. Okay, last exercise is actually a groundwork exercise, and I'll put in a little clip of lunging Mercurio. Oh boy, and I like this, like nice steady. He's reaching down, he's paying attention to me, he's staying focused. I wonder what will happen if I go up to the canter. Canter. Good boy. Oh, Mercurio, you're the perfect student, aren't you? Good boy. Perfect amount of tension on my line. Nice rhythm. And can use a lot of voice signals when you're lunging your horse. But I always like to make sure that I can lunge my horses and that they'll canter on the lunge line before I canter them under saddle. This gives me confidence seeing my horse canter calmly, and it also gives your horse confidence that like, oh yeah, I can canter and it's not such a big deal. So I hope that those 5 exercises have helped you understand. Again, if you get a 5 at all of those exercises, I'm going to say you're definitely ready to canter. So print out the PDF, fill it out, score yourself, and that will give you a good idea. There's some different ranges there in the PDF to help you understand what you need to do to improve to get ready for cantering. We're also doing a 30-day canter challenge in May. So I'll put the information down below, but that's going to be another great way to get you ready for cantering, or if you're already cantering, to really improve your canter. Canter, I think, is our viewers' favorite gait. Comment below if canter is your favorite gait, but it also can be an intimidating gait, especially if you're riding a new horse or a young horse, or your horse can get tricky during the canter transition. So thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel because we post a new video every single Wednesday.